Wow. Hey, yo. What up, Fight World? It's your boy, Ego. Yeah, we back. Hold on. Yo. Y'all can hear me? Is this thing on? What does that say? Bud got the Victor Conti PED juice. Of course he will look dumb. Hey, y'all wildin', bro. I just started. Y'all already out here wilding in the chat. Man, YouTube out here hating. They not even sending a notification. Listen, we just doing some housekeeping. I just wanted to run a quick live stream because it's been a minute. See what's popping with y'all. I got a lot of stuff we working on, so stay tuned on that. I need y'all to get the likes up. The people who are in here. Poo pow pow. I think that means pow pow pow. Roderick Thompson, what's up? What does it say? Okay, Ego. Michael Ja White made some good points. Listen, y'all gonna give credit to actors, but when your boy Ego make good points, y'all ain't got nothing to say. I said this stuff before Michael Ja White. You know, don't disrespect to him. But I said the same thing. You know, minus his story. Egomaniac, what's up? Hey, when y'all gonna give my credit? That's all I want to know. Just give my credit or dead it. You feel me? Hold on one second. Thompson, what's up? Hey, this sound crazy. What does it say? Okay. Hold on. My audio sounded crazy. Listen, give me a second. I've been doing some tweaks, so we all tweaked out. Hey, hold on. Can y'all hear me good? Hold on. I got to get the sound. We're like tripping out here. Hey, I need y'all to help me. Tell me when to stop. Okay, it's low now. All right. Tell me when to stop raising the volume. Yo, what up, Fight World? It's your boy, Ego. Hold on. I'm going to do it like this. Testing 1, 2, 3. What up, Fight World? It's your boy Ego. Right there? Or higher? Does the volume need to go higher? I told you we just doing some tweak before. I got to get this fixed before Saturday. I can go up more? Okay, hold on. What up, Fight World? It's your boy Ego, and I'm back with some more boxing. What about there? Up, down, or just right? Somebody said next up. Okay. Damn, yo, let me go. Hold on. I got to go up incrementally. What up, Fight World? It's your boy Ego, and I'm back with some more boxing. Best in the business. How's the sound right now? Me. Somebody said, is your volume up? Hold on, because I don't want to go too loud. I'll start peaking. Hold on. All right, we should be good. What up, Fight World? It's your boy Ego in the back with some more boxing, because that's kind of pushing it. Hold up. That's kind of pushing it, yo. Yo, right there. I think that's about as high as I could go. Oh yeah, y'all bugged out. Y'all got me. So we cool now. The volume is cool. All right. Thank you. I appreciate you. Let me just listen to it real quick, because y'all was telling me. All right. Thank you. I appreciate you. Let me just listen to it real quick. Oh yeah, it sounds better. All right, we good now. Yeah, it was sounding crazy when I first started. I had to make some adjustments. But I'm the king of adjustments. What's up, Fight World? It's your boy Ego. Now listen, Michael Jai White, he did a interview with Vlad TV. And the Bud Buddies, I guess y'all gotta be mad, because he said some things in there. He said some things. Hold up. So Michael Jai White, he said some things. I know y'all mad though. I know the Bud Buddies are mad. He said he got some information referring to Errol Spence. Hey, Kenya B, what's up? Nah, somebody had their phone down low. Edgar, what's up? What's up, my guy? Listen, for the people asking, a lot of people hit me up in the DMs and stuff. We are doing the watch party. Hey, one more thing on the sound. Tell me, does it sound better right now? What up, Fight World? It's your boy Ego. Jack and Jill went up the hill. 1 or this. What up, Fight World? It's your boy Ego, and I'm back with some more boxing. Jack and Jill went up the hill. 2. What sounds better, 1 or 2? We just tweaking some settings. Okay, 1, 1, 2. Y'all better vote. 2. Okay, 2 for 2, 4 for 1. Y'all all over the place. 2. Oh, y'all making it close now. Let me do it one more time. This is setting 1. What up, Fight World? It's your boy Ego, and I'm back with some more boxing. Jack and Jill ran up the hill to fetch a pail of water. That's 1. This is 2. What up, Fight World? It's your boy Ego, and I'm back with some more boxing. Jack and Jill ran up the hill to fetch a pail of water. All right, everybody saying 1. All right, 1 it is. Listen, I just want it to be, I'm the best in the business, so I got to have great sound for y'all. All right. I think that should be good. I want to make sure it sounds good to y'all ears. Edgar, what's up? So, Michael Jai White, where the Bud Buddies at? Y'all gonna get mad? He did an interview, and he has some things to say. Who checked out my video from earlier about Michael Jai White? Have you watched the Michael Jai White video I did? We got like 20,000 views. We just working. You see what I'm saying? Your man's just working. I'm just out here working. What can I say? What do you think was off with Spence? I don't know. I mean, I'm not Spence, so I can't really tell you, but he definitely look off. He definitely look off.
Let's go.
Hold on, I'm just trying to get my setup right.
Let's go.
What is it? Give me 1 second, y'all. What the heck? Oh, I see. We doing some different stuff, so give me a second. All right. We good. Edgar said he seen the video. I did, and Mike was on point. He told the truth. See, I try to tell y'all. Winston, Kenya B said she got to watch it. I'm loaded, ready to go. Just say the word. Let's get it. Errol just didn't look like Errol. Other channels mad as hell. He said something. Listen, who was the first? Like, listen, who was the first to say something? Like the elephant in the room. My thing is this. You guys can say whatever you want. You can love my channel, hate my channel. I don't really care because I'm Boxing Ego. I do what I want. I set all the trends. But I'm going to address the elephant in the room as I see it in the world of boxing. Errol Spence, there's something that looked like it was off with him. Whether you say, oh, you're making excuses, I don't care about none of that. I'm not going to lie on what I seen. You guys could do whatever you want. You can listen to whoever you want. It doesn't bother me none. My checks still cash the same. So you can hate the channel, say I'm making excuses or whatever. I will address the elephant in the room. You know, it is not like, oh, you're just trying to take away from, because the buddies, they say, oh, you're just trying to take away from Crawford. Bro, he won the fight. Great. There's nothing to take away from him. Errol looked off. It looked like a very off night. I don't know what he had going on in camp. I don't know if it's the weight cut. I don't know. I'm not Errol Spence, but I know something looked wrong with him. You know what I mean? Shout out to Justin Scott. Appreciate y'all for rocking with the boy always and, you know, giving the videos a shot. EJ looked like he was fighting through something that had nothing to do with Bud. Boom. And then the Bud buddies is getting mad because Crawford, they're like, oh, Crawford's never getting credit. Bro, Crawford's whole career is what it is. You got to take that up with Bob Arum. It's not my fault he's fighting people when he's fighting them. And, you know, at the end of the day, the results are the results. But you got to be open to the conversations. And the way Errol Spence looked, it looked like my man just said, it looked like more than just a skilled. Like, let me talk like this. Caleb Plant and David Benavidez is a great example of a stylistic difference where two guys have two opposing styles. That's a great example of that fight. This didn't look like that because Caleb Plant was doing great in the first half of the fight, right? David Benavidez stuck with the program. He started coming on with this offense. Caleb kind of fatigues in the later rounds sometimes with the cardio. And then Benavidez started getting busy and he started hurting Caleb Plant. He noticed he hurt him and then he just kept it up and kept up that pace, mean output. That's what you can usually get from a fight that is perceived to be a 50-50 fight on paper with a stylistic difference where the styles have to play out. You had a good fight. You had a style. It was like Benavidez and Plant was like a tale of two halves. The first half, Caleb Plant owned it. Benavidez wasn't, he wasn't doing everything. Second half, Benavidez owned it. And that's how it usually is. Even let's say Caleb Plant versus Canelo. That wasn't just a one-sided beatdown. Yes, Canelo won, but Canelo's experience showed over time. You see what I'm saying? And that's what you typically get from a perceived great fight, especially when there's a stylistic mismatch. What happened with Errol Spence was he basically outside of round one, and that was kind of a slower round, he lost every second, every moment of the round and looked like a version of him that we had never seen before. I mean, come on, bro. That's something completely different. And I don't care who's mad. I'm going to tell you what I seen. And that's really what I seen. So it looked like there was something beyond merely Crawford style. You know what I mean? Because some people are saying, oh, Crawford beats him anyway. I mean, maybe so. But at the end of the day, that given night, Errol Spence looked off. My man said Bud didn't whoop David Avocado like that, nor Mean Machine. That's what I'm saying. You guys can believe whatever you want, but I don't know what. I just said something was up with him. But now Michael Jai White came out, did this interview with Vlad TV. Make sure you check him out. I did a full-length video about it. You dig? And he said he heard some stuff. He said he heard some stuff. And I'll get to that in 1 second. But first, we got a $23 Cash App. Shout out to my man, Michael Sumners. He sent $23 via Cash App. It says, spit that fire. Oh, yeah. I'm the fire, man. For fire, man. Shout out to Michael Sumner. Appreciate y'all for the support. Let's keep cooking. So, Michael Jai White did this interview with Vlad TV. This is what he had to say, y'all. We gonna get to this.
Crawford versus Spence Jr. They're saying there's supposed to be a rematch.
Well, I mean, listen, I had some inside information, and a good friend of mine who trains with Spence and was with Spence like a month beforehand is, pro Spence. He told me, nah, Mike. I was like, what are you talking about?
He said, woo! I know y'all heard that. Man, come on, stop playing with me. Michael Jai White said somebody that trains with Spence and was with Spence prior to the Terence Crawford fight, like basically a month out, that he's cool with. Michael Jai White, actor, right? He said that he's cool with. And he's pro Spence. So, first of all, why would Michael Jai White, he don't have nothing to do with boxing particularly. He's a fighter and an actor. Why is he just making up this story? You know what I'm saying? So I don't really take him for a liar. Like, I never really seen Michael Jai White just come out. Like, you know what I'm saying? There's certain people where you can't really trust that they're going to give you the real. Like, it sounds like they lying. I never knew Michael Jai White to just make something up like that. He says somebody that is basically in Errol Spence's camp or was privy to that said, nah.
He told me, nah, Mike.
He said,
like,
nah,
what are you
Mike.
talking about? He's like, you don't have it. I was like, what are you talking? No, he said, Spence is not a shade of what he was.
Bro, he said Spence is not a shade of what he was, man.
And this is before the fight.
He said before the fight. Oh, man.
Shade of what he was. And this is before the fight.
He said before the fight
this
even
is
happened.
A wild, he's like, I wish Spence would not take this fight. He's not ready.
Really?
Been in the ring with all that. And I was like, really? And then when I saw Spence, Crawford, I'm like, oh, shoot. He don't look like Spence.
Oh, y'all better stop playing with me. Y'all better stop playing with me. Listen, I told you I'm the best in the business. And it's not even close. He said that somebody he knows that knows Spence said before the fight, like a month before, like, nah, He's not the same fighter or whatever. And I wish he didn't take this fight. He shouldn't take this fight. And
then after that fight, I realized he really is not there. His legs wasn't there.
He really is not there. His legs were not there. Oh my gosh. Talk to him, Michael.
There was so much that was, I'm a big fan of Spence, and I follow. And, he's had those accidents and so in sparring and the things that my friend saw that, he told me like a month before, he said he shouldn't fight.
He shouldn't.
And then you start putting it together and you go,
The Bud Buddies is angry. But listen, this ain't ego saying this. This is Michael John White. He's so what? The Bud Buddies is in hell right now. Bro, how come this man is saying what I've been telling you, that something looked off? It looked like more than just a stylistic difference. I said the same thing. And the funny thing is, the Bud Buddies, they just keep complaining and saying, hey, you're making excuses, but you're not addressing what is actually being said. That's the issue. Focus on what's being said. And the funny thing is, I dare one of y'all to walk up to Michael John White and tell him he lying. He gonna sidekick you in your head. Bro, and that's the funny thing. All y'all haters, all the Bud Buddies, y'all ain't gonna do nothing. I know you're not finna go up to no Michael John White and be like, you're a liar. Bro, do you understand this man will... Bro, listen, I'll bring my video camera. Please, I dare you to pull up on Michael John White and say he a liar and he a clout chaser and all this other stuff. That man, bro, he finna, bro. Bro, do y'all understand how he gonna kick you? Like, dog, he finna, you be like, Michael John, you're a liar. He finna, bro, that's all you, that is all you gonna see. He gonna roundhouse your ass. Bro, hold on. Please, I need to be there. Whoever, all the Bud Buddies, when you walk up to Michael John White, you be like, all right, you a liar, you hating on Bud, so he could just right there with it and kick your nose off. Michael, please kick their nose off. I can't wait for this. Just like he was doing in Universal Soldier. Bro, oh my gosh, bro. He finna do you like Spawn. You better not respond. That's a bar. Hold on. I said run up on Michael John White and he finna do you like he did Cuz and Spawn. So you better not respond. That's a bar. I can't wait.
Think about this logically.
Listen.
Does Bud Crawford look that dominant? Think about this logically. Has Bud Crawford looked that dominant against anybody?
Oh, Michael John White, why you gotta do him like that? He said, think about it. Okay. Bro, he said, if you think about it logically, has Bud Crawford ever looked that dominant against somebody? Bro, think about it. Has Bud Crawford, this is Michael John White talking to you now. Has Bud Crawford, okay, for the Bud Buddies, because I know y'all in here, y'all be watching me. Name a fight where there's someone who is perceived to be an Errol Spence category that Bud Crawford had fought, and it was he was that dominant verse. That's see, listen, the Bud Buddies always got something to say. I'm just asking. Hey, they said get Stacy out. Yeah, get Stacy out. He a bum. We ain't worried about. Hey, block Stacy. Block him. Get him out of here. If you gotta go, you gotta go. Do Stacy dirty. The man says, has Terence Crawford ever fought and looked that dominant? Shout out to Kenya B. That's a real. Why? How come the Bud Buddies y'all talk, but y'all don't ever answer the questions? Y'all got so much to say, but you don't never answer the questions. That's what I want to know. Has Crawford ever fought somebody that was perceived a stature like Errol Spence in terms of formidable, and he looked like that? If yes, then tell me who that person was. Okay, somebody said no. But I'm asking the Bud Buddies. They the ones that they all in the video. Has Crawford fought somebody like he didn't look like that versus David Avocado? He looked all right. Like he just was. There wasn't even really much going on. And then when his gloves exploded, then that's when he turned it up on the boy. So what Michael Jai White, the Bud Buddies don't want to answer the question. What he's saying doesn't sound too crazy.
So in sparring and the things that my friend saw that, he told me like a month before, he said he shouldn't fight. And then you start putting it together and you go, think about this logically. Has Bud Crawford looked that dominant against anybody? And to do that with Errol Spence, not to try to take things away from Crawford, because, Crawford's amazing. But I think if you start putting it together and you go, well, yeah, I mean, a lot of people are trying to go like, all right, yeah, they knew Crawford was going to do that to him. I don't think anybody knew that.
Shout out to Michael Jai White. The man is making some sense out here. He says people trying to act. This is exactly what I said about the Bud Buddies. Before the fight, everybody said it was a 50-50 fight, great fight. And the Bud Buddies tucked their tail and they waited for an outcome. And then all of a sudden, they nuts gonna drop. They dropped their nuts after the fight, after the outcome. This is what boxing fans do. Like Canelo Charlo, it's gonna happen again. The Canelo Chupapi Muñeños, they are not confident that Canelo absolutely looks astonishing and gets this done beating Jermell Charlo. But they have their fingers crossed. They are praying and hoping that Canelo Alvarez defeats the black guy, Jermell Charlo. And if that happens, that's when they'll show up. I've been in boxing so many years. I've been in the game for years. It made me an animal. This is how old media works. They wait for an outcome and then out they come. That's it. Same thing happened with Crawford, Errol Spence. These dudes didn't know what was going to happen and they waited for it to happen. And then they're like, oh, come on, you Errol sexuals. I try to tell you. Big fish, man. But y'all wasn't saying none of that like that. So Michael Jai White, he's right on that too. People, they act like they knew exactly it was going to play out like that. And here's my other thing. If your dumb knew it was going to play out just like that, then why'd you even watch the fight? Why did you order the fight? If you knew it was going to be a one-sided, non-competitive, non-fun fight to watch based on the fact that there was no competition really, then why'd you even order the fight? Why were you vested in Boxing Ego's channels you know what I mean, on my channels and my platforms for the build up in every video, all in the comment section, if you knew it was a one-sided beatdown. Like when Triple G, hell no, guys at Mox, when Triple G was finna fight Dominique Wade, you didn't see that much engagement and interaction with the whole process because everybody knew that Triple G was gonna beat Dominique Wade because a lot of people hadn't even heard of Dominique Wade. So why were people so invested in Spence and Crawford as a fight if you knew it was going to look like how it actually looked like? That's what I'm saying. They be lying. He said the Bud fans didn't even buy the fight. Man, Bud fired Terence Firestick Crawford. He's proven that. That's why he's trying to get the Canelo Charlo winner, because he's trying to hit a mill before he retire, and he need a dance partner because he ain't hitting no mill. Bro, if he don't fight like one of two guys, the 2 or 3 guys, then he ain't hitting no mill before he retire. He 36. He is not finna hit no mill.
I don't think anybody knew that. But Spence does not even seem like himself. And after that fight, it's not because of the damage he took during the fight.
Oh, Michael John White, why you had to do it like that? Michael John White, why you had to do him like that? How you do that there? I said, we don't care. I said, Michael J. White, why you do that there? Why you do that there? Huh? I said, why you do that there? I said, Michael J. White, why you do that there? Why he do that there? He said it wasn't because of the damage in the Terence Crawford fight. He said he heard a month before the fight that something was up with Errol. Okay. I said, why you do that there? I said, MJ Dub, why you do that there? Why you do that there? You making the Bud Buddies mad.
Does not even seem like himself. And after that fight, it's not because of the damage he took during the fight. There is a difference. A big difference. Again, it sounds like I'm taking away stuff from Bud Crawford. But so be it. I believe Spence, and I believe my friend, that
I believe Spence.
That's something that's quite different. Nobody's seen Spence like that, even as they first started fighting.
Oh man, Michael John White, why you do that there? He says, I believe my friend and what the information that was relayed to me, that something's up. And, maybe, I don't know. I don't know what it is. I can't put a finger on what it is. Like, I'm not his doctor. I don't have his medical reports. Maybe the accidents, messed him up more than people thought. I don't know. Maybe it was something that happened particularly in this camp. But clearly, it looked like more than meets the eye. I don't know if he's sick. I don't know what. You people, you're making excuses. Whatever. At the end of the day, I'm not going to lie to what I seen, because I said the same thing. Guys that Errol Spence beat, like I'm talking about guys he's already cleared, guys he's already beaten. If he looked like he looked with Crawford, coming out, walking out, ring walk, look loaded and look high and all this stuff people were saying, I don't think he beats a portion of the guys he already beat, let alone Crawford. And see, that's the thing. Crawford, give him credit. He's elite. Give him credit. He's a gym rat. So if there is something wrong with you, that's definitely not the person to fight. So it's not taking away credit from Crawford. He did his thing. But for me to say that was like the regular version of Errol Spence, it's hard for me to say that. Like, it's hard for me to say that, and with all this information pouring out and different theories and stuff like that, is making me mad that the politics of boxing happened and things played out, how they played out to the point where this fight happened after, his accident, because it would have just been better, because then there would be absolutely nothing no one could say. Like if it would have happened before accidents and stuff like that, because then it would just be a normal fight. No one went through anything, life-changing, stuff like that. I don't know what it is, but Errol Spence definitely seemed like afflicted for whatever reason. And I truly believe guys he already beat, Ugas, the Porter he fought in 2019, Danny Garcia, Kell Brook. If he showed up to any of those fights whatever, like if it was weight drain, if it was neurological things, I don't know. Whatever it was, if he showed up, or maybe it's a combination of things, I don't know. But whatever, if he showed up like that versus those fights, I don't think those three, Ugas, Danny Garcia, Sean Porter in 2019, Kell Brook, that's 4 opponents. I don't think he's 4-0. I don't think he's 4-0. Like, one thing that I noticed immediately, his balance look off. Like, okay, I'll keep going to Caleb Plant because it's a new fight. It happened this year. Caleb Plant and David Benavidez, right? Nothing looked like it was wrong with Caleb Plant. It looked like the styles played out and David Benavidez started hurting him. It didn't look like Caleb Plant couldn't stand up and stuff like that. Like his equilibrium was off. You see what I'm saying? His balance, like even the way he was getting up and his balance just looked crazy off. And the thing is, when guys are like badly hurt, if it's all that from punches, typically it's you just can't, you're like your legs are done, so you're not going to be able to get up at all. So Errol Spence got crazy hard because he was pulling himself together, but he just looked off. He almost looked like he was on a cruise ship and he had motion sickness, like he needs some Dramamine or something. That's what it looked like. I don't know why. I don't know exactly what his team is tight-lipped about it. So I don't know. I don't know what went on, but with Michael Jai White saying that. And see, this is the thing. This is the problem with the Bud Buddies. People are giving Crawford his credit for what they believe he deserves credit for. But then you got a guy like Jaron Boots Ennis. There's literally nothing you could say about him wrong. And then Crawford doesn't seem like he wants to even take that fight. Like he's just dismissive of the whole fight. Listen again. See, my thing is this. Of course, people can always find ways to make excuses. I get that. That's just, common sense. People in denial, whatever. However, you can definitely make it harder for people to make excuses depending on what you do and how you do it. Is that fair? And I need y'all to get the likes up. Is that a fair statement? So I'm not doubting that people can always find a way to make an excuse over an outcome. Cool, that does happen. But there are certain things you can do that would make it extremely hard. Shout out to Daniel Linton for subscribing. There's certain things you can do as a person that would just make it very hard for them to make those excuses. Is that a fair statement? Please get the likes up. So what do I mean? Like for Crawford, he keeps, in my opinion, Crawford keeps making it sound like there's this vendetta. Everybody is out to get him. I don't believe in that. I don't believe that everyone's out to get you and all that. I don't think that. But he's making it sound like, oh, people, no matter what I do, people won't give me credit. Bro, if you fought Jaron Boots Ennis, like right now, don't wait till he looks suspect or wait for another Karen type of fight. If you fought him, I would definitely give you credit for that. He's not been through no catastrophic accidents. He's still young enough, so it looks like he has a fair amount of weight to cut, but he's young enough where he's younger than Crawford and he can still, his body can adapt to a harsher cut. The weight cut is very particular. So the older you get, I've always said this. So I know the Bud Buddies, they act like maniacs. So when I say these things, oh, you just hate Crawford. I've said this before Crawford. It's not even a Crawford talk. It's not a Crawford thing. I'm talking about cutting weight. When you're cutting weight, the older you get, the harder it gets. Why do you think Canelo's telling Crawford, I ain't making 160? Why would I go to 160? Because it's backtracking. And Canelo Alvarez has been a pro long enough to know that, yo, I'm 33 years old, 34 years old. I'm not moving back down in weight going backwards. Errol Spence, I don't know what it was. Maybe it's the weight cut. Maybe it's the accident. Maybe it's a combination of all these things. I don't know. But he definitely looked off beyond just Crawford, beyond just the stylistic difference. But if he were to fight a Jaron Boots Ennis, what could people say? He's fashioning it in his mind so he doesn't fight him. Oh, people just won't give me credit. It's not a big fight. Bruh, you fought plenty of people that weren't really big fights. You never had a problem with it. Now when it's a dangerous foe that people actually want to see you fight and you're aligned with the right people to make the fight happen, now you don't want to fight because it's not big enough. Man, stop. Stop. Crawford, when people such as myself call David avocado, he went out of his way in interviews to defend David Avanesian. He was like, oh, people acting like they don't know his name. That's David Avanesian. He's a fighter. I mean, he's ranked. So you can find it in your heart to build up David Avocado and make us think that he was some good resume name. But then when it comes to Boots Ennis, you're like, oh, no, it doesn't mean enough. It's not big enough. Why'd you fight against David Avanesian? Please let me know. So that, to me, that's cap. That's cap if you're going to try to justify David Avocado and build that up as if anyone needed to see that. Even guys like Mean Machine, ain't nobody was asking for that. But Crawford keeps telling the world and his team keep telling the world that, oh, people just won't give me credit. Bro, if you stop having handicap matches, people will give you credit. You hear me? Bro, if Crawford stops having handicap matches, then people will give him credit. Like, for example, Tim Tszyu, let's say he wins. I don't know, because Brian Mendoza is a hell of a fighter. I'm just giving hypothetical. If you made your first fight at 54, Tim Tszyu in Australia, people will give you credit because Tim Tszyu's on a tear right now. He's been active. He beat an Olympian, Terrell Goucher, and survived a knockdown early. He fought against Ocampo, knocked him out in a round. He fought Tony Harrison, a former champion, and knocked him out. So if he can beat Brian Mendoza, who just beat Fundora, then he's on a hell of a run. So that's not that in my world, that's a fight that's not handicapped because Tim Tszyu, he comes from a fight family. It's not like so he's been around boxing and he's on a tear. And then he would have home court advantage because it'd be in Australia where the money is for that fight. And he has power. So he has some good things to rival what you do. Right. And then he's on a 4-fight streak that you got to respect. Why go to Australia to fight Tim? But Crawford, I mean, Pacquiao was with Top Rank. That's a whole different organization. He got robbed on Top Rank. I don't know what they did to him. So no one should fight in Australia because of what Top Rank and Pacquiao and Jeff Horn did. In my opinion, that's where the bigger money would be because they can fill out a stadium. I mean, Devin Haney. Okay, so you gonna bring up Jeff Horn? That was a robbery. Pacquiao should have won, but Devin Haney went over there twice and then nothing happened to him. So what are we talking about? Did Devin Haney not go over and fight a unified champion for undisputed in Australia twice? And he was cool. And the first fight, he didn't even have his whole team over there. See, hey, bro, the Bud Buddies, y'all looking crazy. Y'all, hold on. Y'all looking crazy, bro, because people keep saying that, yeah, I'm off the top with it, man. Let's get it. Get my likes up. The Bud Buddies look crazy because you keep saying that Crawford is this and that, but then the statements you're making show fear. There's a big like, I'll give you an example. From 1988 or whenever Roy turned pro, I think it was 88, to like early 2000s, I grew up watching Roy Jones Jr. Nobody in boxing could tell me anything about Roy Jones Jr. I believed during his run that he can beat anybody. That was Captain Hook. That was Superman. You never heard what the Bud Buddies do? You never heard true Roy Jones Jr. fans say that. Like, oh, Roy shouldn't fight James Toney. Well, he shouldn't fight Hopkins. He shouldn't fight the Rican dude in New York because of the judges. You ain't never heard no one say it. But then the Bud Buddies, they say Crawford is unstoppable, no one will beat him. But then now y'all scared for him to go to Australia. It's a good fight. It's good money. But then y'all saying you're like, bro, ask the Bud Buddies. They'll say he'll destroy Tim Tszyu. But then he won't destroy him if he don't do the fight where it makes sense. And then they make the fight. You see what I'm saying? It's always something. I'll give one with Errol Spence. They say weight don't matter. Errol Spence was going to get dog walked no matter what. Okay, fight him at 54. Nah, he want to fight him at 47. But you said he'll beat him at any weight. Bro, what are we talking about? Bro, listen to what the Bud Buddies do. They literally say that Bud will destroy Errol Spence at any weight. Weight drain wasn't a thing. That's not why he lost. Skills pay the bills. If you believe that, then why don't you humor him and fight where Errol Spence can probably make the weight without looking horrific? This is not adding up, people. It's not adding up. If you believe what you say, then it should be nothing. Like, if somebody said, take that candy from that baby, the baby has a lollipop in his hand, I'll give you $2 million. Now give me my $2 million. I'm going to walk up to that baby and I'm going to take that lollipop out of his hands and win my money and get my prize. That's how that's going to go. Now, if you say, I'll give you $2 million if you take that lollipop out of that grizzly bear's hand or that Kodiak bear, then that's a different proposition. You see what I'm saying? If you say take the lollipop out the baby hand for $2 million, that baby getting juxed. You see what I'm saying? But if you say take it out of grizzly bear's hand, that's a whole different proposition. That's a whole completely different proposition. That's a grizzly bear. That's the same analogy with the Bud Buddies. You know, he'll destroy him at any weight. Okay, fight him at 54. No, he gets to choose 47. All right. Hector, what's up? Yeah, shit, I mean, this is crazy, bro. The energy is crazy from the Bud Buddies, bro. They seemingly don't believe none of this, but then they won't test that theory. He said he wants Spence drained as much as possible again. He said, I'm sorry, but the baby sucker getting took. That's what I'm saying. If it's like taking candy from a baby, you're going to just do that and get that jackpot. It's that simple. The Bud Buddies say it's that easy, but then they won't, they don't want it. They're like, oh, Boots will get crushed. He'll get crushed by Bud. Okay, let's see the fight. I'll support it. No, there's no point to fight Boot. What? So it's looking like the Canelo fans. If you think about it, Canelo fans steady talking about Canelo will whoop Bivol in the rematch. Canelo will destroy Benavidez. Canelo will knock your boy Andrade out. Canelo will destroy Jamal Charlo when they both was at 60. Canelo will do better be if bad. All these things. But then they never push for those fights to happen. Drop a link, weirdo. Block him. Block Eric Butler. Gotta go. You gotta go. So that's the thing that I've noticed in boxing. People say it, but then they don't want to see it out. Then you don't really believe it to me. There's no fight where, like, I don't care who Floyd fought. I was picking Floyd. Within reason. I'm picking Floyd. So if they said Floyd fighting Hatton, okay, he fighting Hatton. I would never try to prevent him from fighting Hatton because I knew he was going to beat Hatton. I would never try to prevent him from fighting Pacquiao. I might want to up to my promoter because I knew he was going to beat Pacquiao. You see what I'm saying? I would never prevent him from fighting Miguel Cotto or De La Hoya because I knew he would beat them. The Crawford fans, the Bud Buddies, they keep saying Crawford will easily beat everybody, but then they won't show that he'll easily beat everybody. That's the problem. Yeah, he got blicked up. You feel me? Michael John White was cooking. He said Crawford never looked that dominant. And again, if you think bro, Mean Machine was more competitive than Errol Spence. Something, I don't care what nobody talking about, bro. Something was up. It's not Crawford's fault that something was up, but something was up. That's that simple. I'm not blaming Crawford for whatever Errol, he signed up, his team signed him up, commission let him fight. That's all on them. I get it. But I'm not going to not address the elephant in the room. Something looked up with the boy. Like the Mean Machine fight was harder than that. Jose Benavidez shot in the leg was harder than that. Come on, bro. And then you got the Bud Buddies acting like they knew it was going to be like that. Man, stop. The fight would have never been hyped up and built up if you knew it was going to look like that. Stop it. Quit playing. Man, I knew it. I knew it. You ain't know. You just sat there, watched it, and when it happened, that's when you got confident. I know how this stuff worked. Bro, Crawford, he never name a fight at welterweight. Bro, Amir Khan, he dropped Khan in the first round. I don't even know how was Khan even awake still? Like, bro, I don't know. I don't know. I something's up, bro. Like, okay, put it this way. How many rounds did Bud take with Amir Khan, and then it ended on some bogus low blow stuff? How many rounds? That was like, because I remember it was like 6 rounds or so. How many rounds? Bud Crawford versus Amir Khan. How many rounds was it? Somebody, anybody. How many rounds was that Bud and Amir thing? It lasted more than 2 rounds. Nah, hell nah. Nah, I know y'all lying. Nah, it was longer than 2 rounds. He didn't knock him out in 2 rounds. I will remember that. Six rounds. Thank you. That's what I said. See, bro, 6 rounds with Amir Khan. Honestly, if Jaron Ennis fought Amir Khan, would it last 6 rounds? That's a true question. In your heart of all hearts, if Amir Khan, the same Amir Khan that Crawford fought, 2 fights removed from a Canelo knockout, fought Jaron Ennis, would Jaron Ennis and Amir Khan still be going on in round 6? Would the fight still be lasting? Bro, Jaron Ennis would do him so greasy. I wouldn't even want to see that, bro. I mean, it took Canelo 6 rounds. Yeah, but you can't talk. Okay, Canelo, and then what happened after this 6 rounds? So it took Canelo. See, that doesn't even make sense. It took Canelo 6 rounds, but Canelo obliterated him. Crawford fought him after he had been obliterated by Canelo. That is the point. You can't take away. He took major damage getting bodied by Canelo at a higher weight. Crawford fought him like 1 or 2 fights after that. So that's the Khan we're talking about. You can't say, oh, but Canelo, he hadn't been knocked out probably since Danny Garcia. So he had some wins in there or whatever. Khan would be laid out. Boots would be laid out. And then old media would be like, I still need to see more from Boots. They would act like a Khan win is not significant enough. Jose Benavidez, knockout in the 12th round. Dirty Chivo, what's up? Just like Fury, Bud is a great fighter, but a shady businessman. 2 fighters I admit to rooting against are Fury and Bud because this was all so predictable. And see, my thing is this. Shout out to my man. My thing is this. Crawford keeps making it sound like no one will give him credit. But if you look at how the moves are made, that's the issue that people have. Like, okay, for example, Crawford could have fought Errol Spence in January of this year, but he was difficult in the negotiations, and then the fight fell apart. Then he squeezed in a David Avocado tune-up. Meanwhile, Errol Spence sat on the shelf. So by the time you fought Errol Spence, you had just fought in December, and he hadn't fought since like April of the previous year. So you can't tell me that's not by design. Like, cool, credit to Crawford for the strategy, but this is why your wins like get scrutinized. You know what I mean? Like, for example, no one else has this going on all the time. That's why I keep saying handicap mode. And I could break it down to a science. Crawford and his team always say like, oh, YouTubers, y'all don't know about boxing. Let's talk boxing. I'll tell you who the guys were at the time in which you fought them. And I guarantee you ain't nobody going to beat me at that game. So for example, Tim Tszyu is fighting Brian Mendoza. Brian Mendoza just fought against Fundora, and he was the underdog, and he upset a 6'7" Fundora. So you can't say Tim Tszyu is cherry picking because he fought a guy who's obviously good in recent memory, coming off of probably Brian Mendoza's best career win, which is Fundora. Fundora is like, he's hard to beat. He beat Erickson Lubin. Brian Mendoza knocked him out. So Tim Tszyu's fighting an active guy and also a guy coming off his best career win. Tim Tszyu's been on a tear. Terrell Goucher, Tony Harrison, Ocampo. So he has activity, and he has recently knocked out most of the guys, right? So Brian Mendoza is fighting an undefeated prime, Tim Tszyu, who's on a tear, and he's fighting him in Australia. So a fight like that, there's nothing negative. They've both been active and they both been winning. Crawford, he fought Errol Spence on a year-plus layoff after the accident, and Errol Spence had the detached retina, and he had a tune-up. And this is stuff I've said even before the fight happened. Mendoza slept Jason Rosario too. Facts. That's what I'm saying. But if you fought, here's an example. If Crawford said, I'm fighting Boots in December, I want to get one more in, Boots just knocked out Villa, and I was super impressed with that fight because Villa is a tough customer. So that is a prime example of a non-handicap match. Boots is someone we know that is good. He can switch hit like you. He's your mandatory. He's probably your size or bigger. He has power in both hands, and he has activity, and he's younger than you. That's a good matchup. Does Crawford's experience school Boots in his? Does Boots' youth and tenacity and hunger get to Crawford? That's why these are great matches. I mean, look at David Benavidez versus Caleb Plant. Same thing. Benavidez knocked out Lemieux or whatever. He's like, no one beat him. So he was undefeated. Caleb Plant had a knockout of the year over Anthony Durrell, and then they fought. So they both had activity. They both have been coming off good performances. He gained the experience from losing to Canelo, then came back, knocked out Darrell, had a new situation with Breadman. That's why that was a great fight. Crawford, he wants to, Errol already struggled to make the weight for years, and then he's staying out the ring. I mean, it's just, that's easy mode. That's easy mode. Even though I thought Errol Spence had a chance, but seeing how he looked, you got to look now in hindsight and look at the whole situation like, damn, that weight cut or something kicked his butt. Because it's not losing. Anybody can lose. It's how you looked in losing. He looked like he doesn't look like a 3-belt champion. And that's rare in the sport of boxing. Like, how many times have you thought a fight would be excellent and then it was that? Where the person looked like they never fought. That fight looked like Oscar Valdez versus Miguel Bercho. Where I was like, oh, Bercho, he can give Valdez a run for his money. And then Bercho looked like he had COVID or something. He looked horrible. He didn't look like none of his other fights. That's exactly what that fight reminded me of. Miguel Bercho, Oscar Valdez, where it's just like, it don't even look like the same human. So maybe it'll come out whatever was up with Errol Spence. I don't know. But Michael Jai White said what he said. Somebody hit me up about that Michael Jai White video. Bro, I think it'll come out at some point. I don't know what that was. And see, here's the other thing. Because I know the Bud Buddies are sensitive. So there's something that is being hid or something. I don't know. Because when Errol fought Danny Garcia, he beat him. So you can't, you're making excuses, right? It's not about excuses because he won that fight. When he fought Danny Garcia, if you listen to the interviews, they said something happened in camp that was crazy, but they're not willing to talk about it right now. That's for the Danny Garcia fight. And they said maybe they'll talk about it in the future in a book or something. So I don't know what it is. I don't know if he having seizures. I don't know what the hell is happening. But I feel like there's something that is being withheld regarding Errol Spence. It's what makes sense to me. So it's not even just the Crawford fight, because I just gave you an example before Crawford. Go listen to them interviews after the Danny Garcia. He had already beat Danny Garcia. So why would you make an excuse when you beat the person? And he says something crazy went on in camp. And I don't know. I don't know what it was that went on in camp, but that's what they said. So we don't know what these things are because they're tight-lipped about it. But between what Michael Jai White saying, our own Two Eyes are saying, little comments like that from Derek James, I do believe there's something going on that just hasn't, fully materialized to the public. And you guys, you're making an excuse, whatever. I don't care. I'm the excuse maker then, because that's what I seen. So it's just unfortunate how everything's playing out, but it is what it is. My thing is this. None of y'all have known me to make excuses. Like, well, if I think all I do is tell you my honest thoughts. That's it. You know what I mean? If I truly think somebody just got whooped, they just got whooped. It is what it is. But I'm not gonna, if there's something else at play, I'm not gonna not explore that because you're gonna say I'm making excuses. I don't care. Say whatever you want. All right, I'm making excuses. I'm still gonna say what I'm saying. You know what I mean? And I've said this before. Two things can be true. You know, whether people want to hear it or not. Spence wasn't Spence. That's it. That's all. Oh. Damn. I know Spence I've seen for years, And I know Bud I seen for years. That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't know what it is. Maybe they'll come out with it. But to me, I'm convinced with all this little stuff. Like, why would Michael Jai White say somebody told him before the fight that Spence shouldn't take this fight? And this is someone that works with Spence or spars Spence or whatever he's talking about. What? What did Bud Buddy's gonna say? He just made that up? Again, I haven't known him to just get on and start capping. Shout out to Cassandra. Yeah, YouTube hating. I don't know. Sometimes they send a notification, sometimes they don't. I don't know. They be hating. But listen, we are doing the Boxing Ego watch party for Canelo Charlo. That is the next big fight this weekend. The video's up. You can leave a comment, leave a like. Make sure you check that on the channel. I will see you guys on Saturday. I'm curious to see, Errol fight again if it ain't Bud. Yeah. Sura, what's up? Now it looks like they sending notifications now. They tripping. YouTube be hating. Sura, Kenya B, Boss Red. Amira. That's what I'm saying. They sending the regulars the notification after I've been on for an hour. They so weak for that. Yeah, we just been cooking. But I also talked about it in the video. Michael Jai White, he basically said somebody gave him some information that Errol Spence, something was up and he shouldn't take the Crawford fight before the fight happened. So that's what we were discussing. You guys could check the replay. So I don't know. I don't know what it is. Shout out to Luis. He said YouTube is stupid. Yeah, I don't know, man. They hating. But we'll definitely do the watch party this Saturday. Canelo Charlo. Hey, who y'all picking for that? Canelo Charlo. Who y'all picking for that? I want to see y'all predictions. Canelo Charlo, who y'all picking? Charlo, sadly, Canelo. Lions only. Watch party. Shout out to Kenya, Nello. I don't know, man. I'm torn. I really am. Because I don't think Canelo's look great, but then he purposely picked someone 14 pounds lighter than him. So I don't know how Charlo's gonna look. So that the only thing, if this was happening at 160, I would pick Charlo. But 14 pounds is a lot of weight, people. That's a lot of weight. So he's gonna have to overcome that. Because even if Charlo's looking good, Canelo showed a chin. If he can't get him out of there, he has to look good for potentially 12 rounds. Which that's what makes it hard for me. Is like carrying the extra weight. How you gonna look? So Canelo definitely did this on purpose. Like instead of fighting David Morrell or Benavidez or Andrade, you know what I mean? He's gonna fight someone 14 pounds smaller than him. And then people, the Canelo Chupapi Muñeños, they don't care. They're like, oh, Charlo's taller. Okay, so Sebastian Fundora, he's taller than some heavyweight. So he should fight Usyk because he's taller than him. Like, but he fight at 54. Like, it doesn't work like that. It's not just because you're taller, then you're of another weight class. That's not how that works. You can't just be tall with no experience at the weight class and then move up a gang of weight. That's not how that works. We've seen like 6 foot welterweights before. That don't mean because you're 6 foot you can move up to cruiserweight where they 6 feet, or heavyweight because they're the person's six foot. Come on, bro. Sura says Canelo got too much experience, but he rooting for Charlo. Yeah, 60. Bro, listen. Charlo has a chance, but I don't know with the weight. That's just hard for me. It's hard for me to flat out guarantee him a victory. Well, I don't know how he'll look at the weight. Like, for example, here's the thing. Put this in your mind. if you wouldn't pick Jermell Charlo to beat David Benavidez at 68, even though Benavidez and Canelo are different fighters, but it's still the same weight class. You see what I'm saying? And it don't even have to be those two. If Tim Tszyu jumped up and said he fighting David Benavidez or David Morrell, I'm not picking Tim Tszyu. And that's not a disrespect. It's just moving up all that weight without acclimating. You know, that's just not typically good. But the thing that's intriguing is, that being said, Canelo has a lot of wear and tear on him. And that being said, Canelo hasn't looked good in his recent fights. So that's what makes it intriguing. The weight and how poorly Canelo has kind of looked. So if Canelo looks like he looked versus John Ryder, then Charlo might beat him down. You know, but then at the same time, if Charlo can't carry that weight or gets tired, or the punches from a bigger man have more of an effect on him, then, you know what I mean, then it's the Canelo show. I don't know. I'm weary about any of these crazy weight class jump type of scenarios. If anybody from 54 jumped up and fought David Benavidez, I would say the same thing. It's not really a good look. Like, you giving up so much weight. Like, my thing is this is what I don't like about the weight class jump. For the most part, if you're not willing to stay up there in the weight class and fight everybody, then I kind of don't want to see it. You know what I'm saying? Like Terence Crawford, he said he'll fight the winner, but he's not going to go up there and stay up there and fight David Morrell and Andrade and David Benavidez. So it's like, what's the point? I feel like, I don't know, maybe I'm old school, but I feel like that's kind of disrespectful to the weight classes, because guys like David Benavidez and Andrade and Morrell, they all want to fight Canelo too, and they staying at that division, and they been at the division, and they doing a great performance at that division, and they ranked at the division. How Crawford get to move up 3 weight classes and get the winner of that? That don't even make sense to me. Bud is, and it's not like he Mayweather, like he do $1 million a show. You know what I mean? Like, so what give Bud the right to get the winner? It don't even make sense. Because one, Bud ain't dictating to Canelo. And then if Charlo beat Canelo, then to me, Charlo's the man. Because he's undisputed at 54 and he'll be undisputed at 68 with a harder path. I don't know. I don't believe it. I don't think Bud Crawford should get to skip in line like that. I really don't. What about all the people, you know, it's like, imagine if you worked at a job and you had been there 5 years and you were never late. You always did great work, great write-ups, you know, great comments from customers. And then they hired a new hire and they just got out of their 90-day probation, and then they give them a higher raise than you. You'd be like, what? I've been at this. How they get a higher raise than me? And I've been here 5-7 years. Upstanding worker. You know what I mean? I've been great with it. And then somebody just completed their 90-day and making more than me, or get the promotion that I deserve. I don't know. That's weird. I believe in like some level of seniority in the weight classes. Like, okay, Usyk was cruiserweight, undisputed. He move up and he a mandatory for Joshua. That's cool. He took 2 tune-ups and then he fought Joshua. I can understand that, because you was the man in the previous division. Crawford ain't the man at 54 or the man at 60. No fights there. So how he move up to 68 and cut in line? Andre's been trying to fight Canelo. Why he ain't get the shot? Or Benavidez, Andre winner. They deserve the shot more than Bud Crawford. Bud trying to talk his way into it. Because you beat Errol Spence even. That don't give you Canelo. Because you beat someone that's welterweight. Yeah, fight boots. I think truly that Crawford is trying to cash out and retire. He don't feel like he get the respect he deserves, so he's just trying to make the maximum amount of money in big fights and then throw the deuces. So that's what I think. I don't think he just trying to talk his way. Like if I piss off Charlo enough and he want to fight me, that's a big fight for me, and then I'll get cashed out. If I talk enough trash to Canelo, maybe he'll fight me. I think Boots, you need to fight Boots. That's what I want to see Crawford fight. Fight Boots. And then Crawford and his fans keep making excuses why the Boots. Like, it's funny. They say they don't want to see Errol Spence rematch because there's no point. Okay, fight Boots. You're mandatory. Then they say there's no point for that. So, bro, the Bud Buddies, they're out of here. Listen to what I just said. They say, why do we have to suffer? It's insufferable to see a Errol Spence rematch. Nobody wants to see that. It won't sell. Then they say, Boots, it won't sell. No one needs to see that. That's your mandatory. You never had a problem fighting your mandatories until Boots was your mandatory. You fought you fought Green Machines. You fought Lean Machine and he was your mandatory and you had no problem. So when Top Rank was feeding you guys we knew that you couldn't lose to at that given time, you fought him, no problem. But then you actually, that's what listen, and this is bad because you got black content creators. They're not going to call Bud Crawford out for this, but then they call out Triple G for this. Hold on. I got to be the realest in the game. Listen, I'm going to say it again. I'm the realest in the game. I'm the best in the business, and it's not even close because no matter what, I keep it even Steven and I keep it consistent. I gave Triple G his issue when he would do certain things. I gave Canelo his issue when he would do certain things, just like I'm giving Bud the same issue when I have the same issues because he's doing the same thing that Triple G did. Triple G did the same thing. Dominique Wade, they said it was his mandatory, so that's why we had to see this fight that nobody wants to see. And it was an easy fight. It was like a 50-1. I was at that fight. It was like a 50-1 underdog scenario, and he knocked him out in like 2 rounds and hurt him in the first round. No one wanted to see that. But then when your mandatory got to someone good like Jamal Charlo or Andrade, you didn't fight none of those good mandatories. That's Crawford doing the same thing. You had no problem fighting mandatories. He said, I don't duck nothing. I've never ducked nothing. I never paid step aside money. Okay, then fight Boots fight Boots. He's your mandatory. You had no problem fighting mandatories with Top Rank. You had no problem. How you going to tell me Boots don't mean enough, but then Avocado meant everything? That's the problem I have with it. There's no I'm a paying consumer. You're not going to tell me that I need to pay my money, take money out of my wallet to see Crawford fight on Black Power Network or whatever that thing was called, Black Planet, for Avocado fight, but I need to keep the money in my wallet for Crawford versus Boots. I'm the consumer. I tell you what I want to see. I tell you what I will pay for. That man, y'all got this game so twisted up right now. It's like a pretzel. Y'all got the game so contorted origami. You're not going to tell me who I need to pay for. I'm telling you what I want to see and what I'll pay for. Like if I go to a restaurant, you can have all the menu items on there you want. I'm ordering what I want to eat. You don't get to pick for me. So how Bud gonna tell me the Boots fight don't make sense? That's what I will pay for. And I know I'm not alone with that. There are several people that would pay for it. You don't tell me, no, pay for Avocado. I ain't paying for that. Exactly. Showtime. Steven Espinoza even said it's the biggest fight to be made at welterweight. But then Bud Crawford say, oh, it don't make sense. Man, stop. If I go to a restaurant, if I go to 7-Eleven, I pick what I want. If I want the gummy worms, that's what I get. If I want a Gatorade, that's what I get. If I want water, that's what I get. These fighters trying to tell you what you want to see, and you're the one, the consumer. You're the patron. And then this is the craziness. Bud Crawford fans say the Errol Spence rematch sucks and Errol Spence should not fight him again. It's bad for his health and all this type of stuff. But then you want to make it worse for his health by happening at the division that rumor has it he can't make anymore. Man, y'all need to stop, bro. And then they say Bud will whoop him no matter what. Weight doesn't matter. Okay, fight him at 54 then. At least make it interesting. We've already seen that 47. You already got undisputed. Y'all both look like y'all struggle to make weight, to be honest. So fight at 54. They keep saying Bud will whoop him at any weight. Okay, whoop him at the 54 then. Make it interesting. Add a level of intrigue. Because that fight's going to need it based on how the first fight played out. It's going to need a big boost. Yeah, Crawford fought on Black Planet. Yeah. Against David Avocado. Hold on. And then when Crawford was fighting on Black Planet, he was bigging up the network. He was like, oh, Black Planet let the fighters be in the fighter meetings and we get to negotiate our part. Why you ain't with him then? Why you leave him then? Why Broner leave him then? Where is Black Planet now? Hold on. See, I got a question. All these dudes, when Crawford chose Black Planet, y'all told Ego, oh, Black Planet's the new wave. Oh, Black Planet signing up all the PBC fighters. Where is any of that? Hold on. Bro, they told me that all the PBC fighters were finna jump ship and sign with Black Planet. BBW or whatever that network was, blackpeoplemeet.com. Yeah, y'all said Black Backpage or whatever that was called. Y'all told me all the PBC fighters was going over there. Y'all some liars, bro. Hold on. Y'all told me all the PBC fighters was finna sign to Backpage and go fight over there with Crawford. Broner, he had a fight schedule and didn't even fight the guy. And then he left the network. He with Don King. Broner said, grand opening, grand closing. Man, where is Black Planet right now? Hold on. Kamal Oz. I got a question for him. Where is Black People Meet right now? Because Bud was saying they the new wave and they doing things different, letting the fighters in the meeting. Where the Black Planet now? I ain't seen Bud utter Black Planet name since David Avocado. Hey, hold on. My cheeks hurt. Pause. That's a wild pause. Hold on. Kamal said Thursday night Shakur Stevenson and Z-Side Bud are one and the same. Cap and nonstop drama. I wish Errol Spence had never, or I wish Errol had moved on when Bud pulled out of the fight. Errol made Bud relevant and gave him the farm with this ridiculous one-side fight contract. Errol tripping for that. He shouldn't have gave Bud nothing. And now Bud running. And the crazy thing is Bud think he did this. That's the crazy. Bud, I guarantee you, Terence Crawford thinks he's responsible for all of this. Bro, you were never this lit until you got with Al Heyman. Let's be real. You've always been a great fighter, but you was never this lit. You were never, bro, he done more podcasts for the Errol Spence fight before, during, and after than he did the whole time with Top Rank. He wasn't on no Breakfast Club like two times in a month and Hot 97, all this, whatever he did. He wasn't on all that stuff. Stop. Earn Your Leisure. He was not doing all them podcasts. You did not have this wave, bro. And then the funny thing is Crawford's fans and his team, they got mad when I said this, but then you did what I had. You still had to do what I said. This is what I don't understand. When I said these things about Bud Crawford, I said, man, you should just link up with Al. They got mad. But then you had to link up with Al, so you literally did what I said. So what is the problem? I said Crawford, bad business Bud. I said he needs to link up with Al and PBC because he's not in a position of power. These are things I said, and you had to do that. So how are you mad at me for saying it and then you did what I said you had to do? I don't know. You didn't get it done through Black Planet or whatever. You got it done. All this exposure you're getting is from PBC. And I know his team don't want to believe it or whatever. You wouldn't have got this on Golden Boy. You didn't get this on Top Rank. You damn sure didn't get in your one fight with Black Planet. You got this on PBC, bro. Why they got Shakur fighting on a Thursday? I don't even understand that. That's what I'm saying. Top Rank, they good at grooming fighters, but when it comes to black fighters, I don't know. I don't know if they got a game plan for the niggas. Where the niggas at? Yeah. Hey, listen, I'll just being real. I don't know if Top Rank they need to get some niggas in there. This is for my ninjas. Bro, they got to get some ninjas up in there. Because it's like, why is Shakur fight? Why they got him fighting on a school night, bro? Bro, Shakur, he can rumble. Why he fighting on a school night, though? That don't even make sense, bro. And I don't mind the fight. I like the Edwin De Los Santos, but why you fighting on a school night, cuz? On their homies, they got... Bro, on their homies, they got Cub fighting on a school night. He said Jet Magazine Fight of the Week. Nah, y'all better stop. Bro, he fighting on a school night on dead homies. Listen, on dead homies, I put that on. Bro, he fighting in Newark or wherever on a school night. Vegas, you fighting on a school night on dead homies. That's crazy to me. Thursday night boxing. Yeah, they got them on after school specials and stuff. Well, like that, I don't even understand that. And they talking about Grand Prix. Bro, Grand Prix? Bro, Nookas ain't on no Grand Prix. Bro, there is no crossover audience with Nookas and Grand Prix. Bro, who you think finna tune in from Grand Prix to Shakur Stevenson? Ricky Bobby in Talladega Night, man. Come on, Shakur, shake and bake. Bro, why they got Cub fighting on a school night on dead homies competing with football, because football's back. They don't got no Thursday night football? Okay. This is weird. To put him on with Grand Prix? Bro, has Shakur Stevenson ever even went to a Grand Prix race? Hold on, let Kamal get something. Hold on, get the drummer stuff. Terence Crawford and Thursday Night Shakur are full of contradictions and delusional. Why isn't Shakur criticizing Loma, Kambosos, and Zepeda for ducking him? Where's his heat for stablemates Kambosos and Loma? I'm trying to figure that out too. That and why he fighting on a school night. Like, how is that the game plan? Bro, all them race cars, they was mad at Lewis Hamilton for being black. Bro, they had a noose in it. Bro, Lewis Hamilton, they put a noose in his locker room. What? Bro, I can't make this up. Dog, I promise you, look it up. They had Lewis Hamilton, for being black, they had a noose like waiting for him. Like they literally put a noose in his room or his pit stop or something. I read about this. I don't know if there's a crossover audience like that. They had a noose waiting for the boy. Shout out to Amira. See, I be in tune with what's going on in the news now. Bro, they had a noose. The Grand Prix, they might they might have some rope. Yeah, go see Shakur, goddammit. You fucking jabberwockies. Bro. You know, when racist people, they say the most like they say slang you've never even heard of, but you could just tell it's racist. Yeah, get off my porch, you in moon cricket. You be like, moon cricket, bro. Have you ever heard somebody who is racist and then you don't even know what they saying, the slang, like the word, but you can just tell it's racist? You jungle bunny? Like, what jungle bunny? Why I got to be all that? You moon crickets, you on my lawn. Bro, whatever. They finna before the Shakur fight, they finna play Clint Eastwood Gran Torino on Dead Homies. On Dead Homies, they finna have Clint Eastwood. Get off my lawn. What are you looking at, you zipperhead? Bro, they finna have my boy Clint Eastwood Gran Torino encore marathon playing before the Shakur Stevenson and the Grand Prix. Man, stop playing, bro. And get off my lawn, you moon crickets. Like what? I don't know, bro. They got my youngin fighting on a Thursday night. I need to come to Mexico City. Yeah, let's get it, bro. They really got him fighting on a Thursday night. I like, who decided that? Like who did they do that where that was successful? That's what I'm trying to figure out. Like who successfully fought on a Thursday night though? Like in boxing. Please don't name no old ass fighter that don't fight no more, because that's exactly what y'all do. When Frank Martin turned down the fight or whatever because he didn't like the pay and it was on a Thursday, I said, man, why they got him fighting on Thursday? Somebody brought up, y'all was leaving comments about some old fighters that was fighting. Oh, Sugar Ray Robinson fought in 1952 on a Thursday. Bro, get that out of here. Don't tell me about no old ass fights that y'all wasn't even born for. You tell me about some old fights that, Tommy Hearns fought Ricky Babelson. Man, who the hell is that? On a Thursday, you just all you did is a Google search of Thursday night boxing and pulled up some random where the game is changed. Man, stop. Hold on, let Kamal get some. Kamal with the 20-piece McNugget. He said the permanently aggrieved rebels without a cause and Blind Bud and Shakur. These guys are a piece of work. Everybody is doing them wrong except for Top Rank, and they are never to blame for anything. PBC should do them a solid, LOL. Yeah, I don't believe in the handout thing. Like, bro, ain't nobody finna give you handout. I don't know. Y'all from a different planet. Like Crawford acting like PBC owe it to him to send him Thurman and all these people when he was with Top Rank. What part of the game is that? That's like if McDonald's run out of buns, Burger King don't have to help him. You see what I'm saying? Hold on. Put that in your pipe and smoke it. If McDonald's runs out of sesame seed buns, they not finna call Burger King, can you loan us some buns? Burger King finna hang up on them. We don't know you, cuz. Bro, it ain't nobody. If you two separate entities, it ain't nobody's job. Steven Espinoza got to send his people to fight on your network. But where's that at? Bud Crawford like, y'all didn't send me fighters for 10 years. Why would they? Why would they send you and Bob Aaron? And Bob was talking about PBC at that time. Why are they going to send him fighters? What part of the game is that, bro? Why would, okay, so let me get this straight. PBC was supposed to send all their clients to fight on ESPN against Bud. And then Bob Arum was saying that Al Heyman was the cancer. He did it after Crawford versus Amir Khan on live pay-per-view. Why would they send their people to you? Come on, that don't even make sense, bro. Bud to entitled. There we go. It is nobody's job to salvage your career. Bro, imagine Boxing Ego. Imagine Ego sending any goddamn thing when a person's talking bad about me. I ain't sending you. I send you some anthrax. I'll send you something like that. Nah, I ain't sending you nothing good. I'll send you some cooties. You want some cooties? I'll send that in the mail overnight. Overnight Express, DHL. I'll send that UPS ground. I'll give it to you how you want. You want some cooties? I'm gonna give you some lice. I'll send you some lice. I'll send you lice and cooties. You talking bad about me, the Don, and you think I'm gonna send you stuff to help you? Yeah, you can get some bubonic plague, rickets. I'll send you some rickets out this mouth. I'm gonna send you the outbreak monkey so he can bite you. What y'all talking about? Crawford talking about they should have sent people. No, they shouldn't have. He said send that ninja some used toothbrush. Yeah, bro, I'm gonna send that toothbrush Tank had in them pictures with the boo-boo, with the dookie. Bro, I'm gonna send you one of them Gervonta. I know y'all seen it when he was beefing with his girl and the toothbrushes had dookie on it. That's what I'm gonna send y'all. I'm coming with the dookie brushes. You feel me? Bro, I know y'all see that. Gervonta had the evidence pictures with the dookie brush. I'm gonna send that y'all way. Give me y'all address. I'm gonna send you the dookie brush on Dead Homies. I'm gonna send you that caca brush that he had in them pictures. That was disgusting, yo. That was so crazy. I don't even know why he posted that. Bro, he had the dude. It's doo-doo, baby. Bro, he had the Cocoa Brown doo-doo, the caca doo-doo, bro. I wonder how many times I can say that before YouTube demonetizes this video. Bro, the man had a boo-boo, and I ain't talking Demetrius Andre. The boo-boo brush. That was crazy, bro. Take wild boy. He wild for that. Yeah, I ain't sending nobody nothing. You talking bad about me? You talking bad about me? I ain't sending you nothing. Crawford's delusion is out of hand. Bro, this is when I knew Crawford was like kind of delusional, but this like took the cake. When he said, Canelo, I'll fight you at a catch weight, that's when I knew that Crawford was bro, you think Canelo, the redhead Alvarez, is going to fight you at a catch weight, and you and Errol was an undisputed great fight, and it didn't even do 1 million pay-per-view buys? Do you really think he's coming to a catch weight for you? Come on, bro. It's doo-doo, baby. Bro, Crawford really told Canelo, meet me at a catch weight that benefits him, and thought Canelo was like, hey, get the Canelo was not finna do that, bro. I don't even know why you even threw that out there. Kamal Oz. Oh, it's magic, y'all. Kamal sent 20. Aaron was suing PBC. See, that's what I'm saying. Aaron was suing PBC, but Al Heyman was supposed to do Crawford, who signed with Daniel Cartel Kinahan instead of Al, and re-signed with Top Rank a favor. No critical thinking or logic. Shakur was angry at Showtime for not promoting him. Bro, all of that is craziness. Shakur mad because he's not on the All Access. But the All Access is about Spence Crawford. They're not obligated to show you, bro. You see what I'm saying? Like, that's just not how that works. They're not obligated to show you when it had, like, and I could vouch for this as a video editor. You have 30 minutes or whatever your time constraints are, 25 minutes to put together a show. So you have a ton of footage that you don't ever use. I've done it. I've done music videos, all kinds of stuff, right? You got an overage or surplus of footage. You can't use it all. I've had some beautiful shots that I've done for like music videos, and I personally loved it. But the shot, I just like how it looked with the sun and the whatever, like the ocean or whatever. But then the song about doing a drive-by shooting, I can't really fit that scene. No matter how well it looked, it don't really fit. You see what I'm saying? It don't really fit the song. Like you can't have a nice beach scene, even no matter how good it looks, but then the song is MC8 straight up menace. Like it doesn't go together. So you have to just part with the footage because you can't cram it into MC8 straight up menace. ucked up childhood is why the way I am. It's got me to the place where I don't give a damn. Gee, like it don't make sense to put that. So you just have to get rid of that scene. And that's what All Access probably did. They like Shakur sitting in the locker room with Bud. Now I can't make that make sense for this. So you cut it. You need to cut it. Kamal Z-side Bud told Tank he'd fight him at 47. Laughing. See, that's what I'm saying. Tank is the A-side over Bud. Why would he come up to 47? He said come up here with the big boys. Nah, you go back down to 135. He'll fight you there at 35. And you'll look like the crypt keeper. Because you can't make that. Bro, y'all got to make stuff make sense. I don't know what y'all be listening to, but y'all got to make it make sense. Ain't nobody's responsibility to make nothing smooth for you. You know what I'm saying? Like when it comes to business. That's like me expecting another channel to do my videos. Why would they do that? Why don't you send me some content? Like what? For what? Why would they? Because I damn sure ain't sending you none of my content. If I got some footage, that's on my channel. I ain't finna send it to you. I don't know. And y'all got to stop with the ducking stuff, bro. Y'all said Frank Martin was ducking. Y'all sound crazy, bro. Ducking because of what? He told you straight up what it was. He said, I didn't like the money. What's wrong with that? I like that. That's some honesty. He said, I wasn't feeling the money. Listen, if it don't make money, then it don't make sense. What's wrong with that? How is that a duck? Somebody tell me. Y'all like, oh, it's a duck. How is it a duck? He said the money wasn't cool. AGOSJ, he said, appreciate the lives, ego, respect. Shout out to my guy from Canada. Bro, y'all got to make it make sense. Why would Frank Martin go to ESPN, fight on Thursday, fight on the top ranked card? He said the location might have been New Jersey, where Shakur's from. So he got to agree to all that and not get the number he wants? Come on, bro. Everything's not a duck because you want it to be, because you mad the fight's not happening. That's not a duck, bro. Okay, then why Shakur didn't take Devin Haney deal? Devin Haney offered you 25%, take it. Opportunity at 4 belts, take it. Why? Okay, see, that's what I'm saying. Y'all lack consistency. How come Shakur didn't duck Devin 25%, but Frank Martin not taking 25% is a duck? He ducked Shakur. How is it different? Please do explain. Yeah, it's different because Shakur would have had a chance at 4 belts. Frank Martin would have had a vacant belt. Bro, first of all, belts ain't what they used to be in boxing. Second of all, it's a vacant belt. A vacant belt, nobody really cares. You didn't beat a champion. Listen, I'm just being real. Peep this. If I was Frank Martin, I would have turned that down too. Let Shakur fight Edwin De Los Santos. Okay, peep this. Watch, let's play a game. I'm the best in the business. Who wins, Shakur Stevenson or Edwin De Los Santos? Who wins the fight, Shakur or Edwin De Los Santos? Who wins the fight? Shakur. Okay, everybody's saying Shakur. I give Edwin De Los Santos a chance. I don't know about y'all, But if he looks like he looked in some other fights, I think he can make it competitive. I think he could win. I'm not even just saying that. I would favor Shakur most likely. I got to think about it more. I would favor him, but I think Edwin is a live dog. That's all I'm saying. So for one, if Edwin does win, what if he comes back to PBC with the belt? Then Frank Martin can just catch him on PBC. That's a title shot. 2, let's say Shakur Stevenson wins. Now if Frank Martin fights him, he'll fight for a belt. And he'll be like, to me, I don't think people pay attention to this. But when you take a belt from a champion, that's completely different than fighting for a vacant belt. I remember Errol Spence, being the man that he is, he said he wanted to fight Kell Brook. He was hoping that Kell Brook didn't vacate the belt, because that's not the same if you just fought Konstantin Ponomarev for the belt and y'all both fighting for a vacant belt versus he went over to the UK and beat Kell Brook's eye in. That's a completely different thing. You're going to get more credit when y'all both, or when one person's a challenger and one person's a champion, or when y'all both champions, like in a unification scenario. My boy Kamal, they wanted Frank Martin to go to ESPN where Sandor Martin, Maxie Hughes, and Liam Wilson got robbed. Ooh. Kamal with the heat. Fight a pound-for-pound fighter and lowball him when TR fighters ducked Shakur. Frank has a better resume than Thursday night Shakur. That's nonsense. Oh, my gosh. That's a lot to unpack. I actually was thinking about that, and Kamal Oz is 100% right. In my opinion, Frank Martin beating Michelle Rivera is better than anybody, in my opinion, that Shakur has fought. That's my honest opinion. Frank Martin, Michelle Rivera, he was looking nice in the division. I mean, if you disagree, tell me who Shakur fought that you think is better than Michelle Rivera and was on more of a tear. I'll wait. Even that Artem dude, that Artem Harutyunyan that he just fought, Frank Martin, he'll give guys problems. He's a tricky guy. Valdez, but Valdez at a little weight class. He at 130. And okay, let's talk about Valdez. Bro, Valdez, y'all gave credit to Valdez. What'd he do? He failed a drug test. Listen, all right, let's play. Let's play with it. Y'all want to play? Spin the wheel. Okay, Oscar Valdez. How good even is he? Put away all the top rank and the promotion and stuff. How good is he? He failed to fight. I thought he lost to Robinson Conceição, who Shakur Stevenson beat his ass easy. Robinson Conceição beat you. For real, had your face all tatted up. You failed a test with the phentermine. Then you just fought Shakur, got dog walked, lost every round, and dropped in the Shakur fight. And then you fought Navarrete, and Navarrete punished your eye worse and beat you worse than Shakur. So how good is honestly, how good is Valdez really even? He fought against Scott Quick. See, listen, they try to go against me. I'm the Dawn. I'm the best in the business, bro. When Valdez fought against Scott Quigg, who's mid. He got power, but he's mid. He broke his jaw. Oscar Valdez had a hometown Arizona fight against an unknown Filipino cat, right? The Filipino cat dropped Oscar Valdez. How good is Valdez for real, for real? Put it this way. Listen, I like Shakur. I think he can scrap. Shakur, his wins have not aged well. Meaning after the fight, them guys did not look good. Like Valdez, he looked horrible versus Navarrete. He was getting credit for getting beat up and having heart. Nakathila. Robert Garcia got the Muratala guy that knocked him out in 2 rounds. Shakur went the distance with Nakathila and said he was awkward with power. And people were saying that fight was boring. So I'm telling you, like Joet Gonzalez, he done fought like two more title type fights. Navarrete beat his eye in, and then he just fought against Cuz, the Mexican Cuz that beat Gay Flores, and he lost that. So how good is like Joet Gonzalez After Shakur, he didn't really do anything. Jamel Herring lost to Jermaine Ortiz after Shakur fight and didn't go on to do anything and then retired. I don't know how good Oscar Valdez is, especially without the phentermine. Man, come on, bro. Nah, y'all you see, y'all say stuff and y'all ain't thought about it. Y'all say it, but y'all ain't thought about it. Ego, did Lomachenko duck Shakur? I would say that's a duck. Loma didn't want no smoke with Shakur. I'll give him that. The reason being, Loma was rated higher and he's with the same people and he ain't got shit to do. There's no reason that Lomachenko shouldn't be fighting Shakur Stevenson right now. They with the same side. So he don't have to fight on enemy territory. He's with ESPN, you with ESPN. He's with Top Rank, you with Top Rank. He's a silver medalist, you a 2-time gold medalist. That's an even fight with the same people. And he was ranked higher than Frank Martin. That's the fight that should have been made. But see, Top Rank be doing a little trickery. They'll put out this like kind of propaganda, so everybody's saying Frank Martin ducking, but no one's saying nothing about Lomachenko. Loma is not fighting Tank next. They talking about Kambosos, and I don't even think Kambosos won his last fight with Maxi Pad or whatever. Bro, I really think Frank Martin's last two opponents, if there was a tournament with Frank Martin's last two opponents and Shakur Stevenson's last two opponents, I'm picking Frank Martin's last two opponents. Artem Harutyunyan and Michel Rivera. Bro, Shakur fought Jun Tao or whoever. Yoshino, really? Like, for real. Ain't nobody who was like, oh yeah, Yoshino the one to beat. Like, what y'all say? Yoshimitsu? Man, come on. I don't know who. Bro, that wasn't the one, bro. But in all fairness, Shakur just got to 135. Cassandra, I reject your deposit. Devin just got to 140 fighting Regis Prograde. Oh yeah, he's a WBC champion. Hold on. See, y'all don't want to have the tough conversations. So Cassandra said, but in all fairness, Shakur just got to 135. But he's highly touted and highly praised. Devin literally is moving up to 140 after fighting Lomachenko, and he's fighting a champion, and he's talking about, I don't take tune-ups. So why is Devin doing all this then? That's his first fight. Why he not taking the soft touch then? Come on, I'm the best in the business. Y'all can't outthink me. Bro, there's no excuse. They're young, they're talented and very skilled, but Devin's moving different. If we're just being honest, I don't have a horse in the race. I like Shakur, I like Devin, I like Tank, I like all these little motherfuckers. Pause. But it's not the same. Like, some people, Errol Spence, like, even though he didn't move up in weight, he's off a year layoff and accidents, and he's fighting top quality competition off of those things, which is almost the same as moving up, because you're at a deficit. You know what I mean? So it's like, you don't have to fight Yoshi, round one fight, oh, Yoshi, Shakur Stevenson versus Yoshi. Bro, Yoshi though? Like, come on, bro. I'm gonna cash out Loma in a minute. Facts. Loma got the worst resume. There, listen, there's no nooker that can have Loma's resume and get praise. Bro, listen, put this on wax. You gotta be a Caucasian fighter to get praise. Listen to me carefully. If you are not a Caucasian fighter and you have Lomachenko's resume, you're not gonna get praise for it. You have to be Caucasian. There's no other way, bro. Loma is like 20-3, and he really should be 20-4. His resume is not good. There's no name a black fighter. Bro, Lomachenko, listen, I am going to say something that will blow your mind. Listen. Kamal Oz, let me get to what he said. Who on Shakur's resume beats Jackson Martinez? The dude's resume is inflated. Corporate media, old media, said PBC wasn't matching their A-listers, but it's quiet about Loma Ducker Shakur. They putting out hit pieces on Frank Martin, though. Agendas. I agree with that. It's definitely agendas. Bro, I'm about to blow your mind. If y'all want me to blow your mind, say, push the button. Push the goddamn button. Tell me to push the button and I'm going to push the button. There's no one in boxing that's better than me. There's no one in boxing that knows more than me. They can't do it like me. I made boxing look pretty. Say, push the button. Yeah, if y'all want me to push the button, I'll push the button. This is about to blow your mind. I know it. I'm about to blow your mind. Y'all better hurry up. Say, push the button. All right, y'all ready? Watch this. Just to further prove my point. Rush Hour 1 and 2, some of the best movies ever. Facts. Why would they not want my help? Because they don't give a damn about you. They don't like you. I don't like you. I don't care. I here for the girl. The girl don't like you. Nobody likes you. You done came all the way here for nothing. Bro, listen to what I'm saying. I'm the best in the business. The girl don't like you. Why would they not want my help? Why's up, my nigga? Why he say it like that, bro? At the pool hall, at the billiard place. He said, I'm going to go to the bathroom. He was like, why's up, my nigga? Like, why he say it like that? Which one of y'all kick me? Bro, he did not need to say it like that. All right, I'm about to blow your mind. Stankin' ass Lomachenko. I didn't need to start it like that. But stankin' ass Lomachenko. This cuz got a worse resume. Just to prove my point, I told you there's no black fighter that can have Loma's resume and get praised. Let's play. This is about to blow your mind. Lomachenko has a worse resume than James Kirkland. Wait. But wait, there's more. I know what some of y'all like, bullshit. You're a liar. Bro, listen to me. I'm going to say it again. Loma's resume as a pro is worse than James Kirkland. Okay, I'll prove it. I'll beat any man in this room in less than 60 seconds. Loma is 17-3 with 11 knockouts. Somebody write that in the chat. Lomachenko, he's 17-3 with 11 knockouts. Somebody write 17-3 with 11 knockouts. Shout out to Prince Savage. Shout out to Mo Pressure. 17-3, 11 KOs. James Kirkland's resume is 34-3 with 30 knockouts. Bro, James Kirkland has 34-3. And I'm not saying James Kirkland is the best, the end all be all. But what I'm saying is, how does this man Lomachenko's resume so horrible? Like, nobody says, oh, James Kirkland is the greatest ever and all this stuff. Bro, the man has a 34-3 resume with 30 knockouts. and fought a Canelo, even though he got knocked out by him. He knocked out Angulo, top guy at the time. He beat Carlos Molina, who was a tricky guy at the time. Bro, Loma's resume has not fared well. James Kirkland got more fights. The only difference is the 3 losses that Kirkland has are all by knockout, and Loma's never been knocked out. But he still got he got more fights than you. He got damn near the same record as you, but he got more knockouts and more fights. Because 11-11, that's 22. So he got like 3 times the fights as you with the same amount of losses as you. James Kirkland. And and the funny thing is old media is like, oh, bro, James Kirkland is not in when black people talk about fighters, James Kirkland's not like the first fighter that they go for. They talk about like Andre Ward and stuff like that. So imagine Andre Ward's record, Terence Crawford's record, Errol Spence's record. Errol got more fights and 1 loss now. I'm telling you, his record is not that good. No one will get praised for that record. People don't even praise Kirkland, and he got 3 times the fights, 3 times the knockouts. Loma got 11 knockouts. Kirkland got 30. 10 times 3 is 30. So he got 1 more. This basically 3 times. And nobody praises James Kirkland for having a record like that. Thoughts on Showtime getting out of boxing? I don't have no thoughts about that because I don't think that's true. I mean, who done said it? Eddie Hearn? Bro, tell me someone who's not a British person who don't live in the U.S. I don't care what he talking about. Bro, I don't care listen to me. I don't care what no one British is talking about when it comes to American issues. Period. You don't even live in this country. Why would I care what you talking about? How you know what's going on? Cause I see the British people hating. Oh yeah, Canelo versus Charlo has no buzz, mate. Bro, you don't even live out here. How you know what got buzz? Bro, if you live in Manchester, how you know what the buzz is like for Canelo Charlo in the US and you don't live out here? And the funny thing is, you got a DAZN person talking about Showtime finna be out of business and get out of boxing. Bro, does they schedule look like they getting out of boxing? Y'all schedule look like y'all getting out of boxing on DAZN more than the other way around, if we just being honest. DAZN got like 1 fight I want to see. Devin Haney and Regis. Go fight for fight, and Showtime done put up numbers. Gervonta versus Ryan Garcia. David Benavidez finna fight Andre. David versus Caleb Plant. Zoo versus Brian Mendoza. Errol Spence Crawford probably 1 and 2. Yada yada yada. And then look at DAZN. They got Katie Taylor and Cameron, or who, I don't know who they see fighting. Who else is fighting? Misfits. They got a bunch of misfits. Tommy Fury and Tommy Pickles or whatever. Oh man, come on, bro. Bro, them misfit cars, I don't even be knowing who the people are. I really don't. I don't even know who they are. Like how they, I don't know. I don't even know who they are. Kamal Oz says, corporate media wants to face the boxing tank to do all the heavy lifting, but it's cool with Canelo being undisputed and not fighting super middleweights, which is a hot division. PBC's to blame for cross-promotion fights falling through. I mean, it's so typical. This is atypical behavior from old media. I agree. Everybody blame PBC. Bro, I'm going to say it like this. If PBC was not here this year would be trash. I put that on dead homies. I'm going to say it again. If PBC had 0 fights, if none of their fighters, so cancel Inouye versus Fulton and cancel Shakur versus Edwin De Los Santos, if there was no Al Heyman fighters on any fights and no PBC fights, boxing would be in such a dry place, it would be pathetic. Because the fights that have been outside of PBC, there's not enough frequent enough to substantiate long time and long-term interest. Because the only fights that would have been like Devin and Lomachenko, that's cool. Devin and Regis Prograis, I like that. Shakur, maybe in Juntao. It would have been stuff like that, bro. That's not enough. Bro, they had a top rank fight on a Friday. It did 500K. Top rank got like the most built-in subscriber base. How you doing 500K? 500K? With the ESPN, 50 million built-in viewers or whatever that got ESPN? Come on, bro. So, I mean, when you're a top dog, people always gonna talk. That's why they talk about me. They say, oh, Ego, he doesn't know anything. Oh, Ego. All right, whatever. I don't know anything. I still make more than you. That's what I do know. I make more money than you. So I'd rather not know anything and make this amount than whatever, know you and have less subscribers and less money. So I guess I'm not doing too bad. Listen, the haters, they talk about Ego. They say Ego don't know nothing, but Big Money Ego make more than them. Big Money Ego got more subscribers than them. And so, yeah, I'd rather continue to not know anything if that's the case. Oh, that was creepy. So anyway, I'm out of here. I'll be back with some more heat. I definitely got more to say. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the stream. Check out some of the other videos. Check out the Michael Jai White video I did. A lot of people tuned into that one. I'll be back with some more heat. Shout out to Cassandra. Yeah, I mean, as far as in closing, the ducking stuff, y'all use that too freely. Y'all listen to these podcasts that these fighters are doing and then pick a side and stuff like that. I'm not going to say Frank Martin duck. And here's the thing. You don't even know who Frank Martin's fighting next. How is it a duck? You don't know what the plan is for Frank Martin. And it's funny because people continually say what they would do, but if they were in the same situation, they wouldn't act no different. So you're going to fight on enemy territory for money you don't feel is right for that particular fight. Fight in potentially in Shakur's backyard in Jersey. Fight against Tim Bradley and judges and commentator. Man, I wouldn't take it either, to be honest. Bro, have you listened to ESPN commentary lately since they got rid of Andre Ward? It's terrible. So I guarantee you, Shakur versus De Los Santos, they're going to highlight all of what Shakur is doing, and De Los Santos could get off and do some nice work, and they're not going to call it the same. It's the same MO. Like Charles Martin. Charles Martin was doing some good work with Jared Anderson. Very good work. Very good work. They were barely even saying what he was doing until he hurt Jared Anderson, or it looked like he hurt him. You know what I'm saying? So there's more than meets the eye. You got to battle all that, battle the judges, battle the refs, battle the, Shakur's crowd in Jersey. Man, I wouldn't fight him either, bro. I wouldn't fight him out there under those terms. And then here's the thing. Kamal didn't say this, but I'm going to say it. I'm going to say this for Kamal. How come PBC the only ones that got to do charity? Let me explain. How come PBC got to do charity? How come Top Rank, tell me the last time a Top Rank fighter, a good fighter with Top Rank, went over and fought on PBC? When was the last time that happened? Because I know PBC had a very good fighter in Stephen Fulton, and he just picked up a loss fighting on Top Rank on the ESPN. I know they're sending Edwin De Los Santos. So how come it's one-way traffic? PBC got to send their guys, but who's the last Top Rank guy that got sent to PBC that had some stature to him? What are we talking about? I really can't think of one. Like, send Shakur to PBC and fight Frank Martin and then deal with the judges and deal with the refs that PBC pick and all that. Why? How is that? Why is it? Because Shakur is probably exclusive to ESPN, so they're not finna let him leave. and they're not going to let no one else have the control. But why does PBC got to do the charity and give up control of their fighters? Sean Porter fought Crawford. When's the last time? Did Sean Porter not fight Crawford on ESPN? And he was a PBC fighter at the time. So how come Top Rank don't got to send they hitters? Explain this to me. Explain how Top Rank don't never send Oscar Valdez to fight Tank. Send Navarrete to fight Tank. I want to see it. I can't think of the last time they sent one of their hitters to PBC. Yeah, put Navarrete in with Tank. So I don't really understand why people keep saying PBC got to give out charity and give all their fighters up for other promotions. Why? They want, hold on, Kamal said they want to pay Frank Martin pesos to go in the Lions Den with the deck completely stacked against him. And that's not smart. And see, the thing is, to be honest, here's the thing. To be honest, that's one of the differences with PBC fighters. PBC fighters in general seem a bit more business minded. Like some of them have their own imprints. You never see Shakur Stevenson promotions, but you see Errol Spence Man Down promotions, right? You see Bronze Bomber promotions. You see Charlo Lions Only promotions. No Top Rank fighter really got that I can see. I never seen it. I never seen Top Rank and Terence Bud Crawford promotions on the backdrop or Shakur Stevenson promotions. So, I just don't understand why y'all think PBC got to just give out like pieces of their business, but no one else has to do that. I don't understand that one bit. Send Lomachenko. Where's he at? 35? Yeah, send him over there to fight Tank on PBC. So I believe in two-way streets. Unless y'all could tell me several fighters from Top Rank recently that moved over and fought on PBC as Top Rank fighters, then I want to hear it. And don't tell me Tyson Fury versus Wilder. Please don't. So yeah, I don't think that. And I'm curious, like, and the other thing that this is the other thing that people ain't peeping. Frank Martin keep training and posting these training videos. So he making me feel like he got something in the works. I'm not the smartest brother in the world, but he making me feel like he got something because he keep training and posting. So I think Frank Martin, they got a game plan for what they finna do with him. I don't know what it is, but I definitely think they got something. The way he training and posting. I really don't understand the logic in keeping Shakur or having Shakur fight on a Thursday in Grand Prix and all that. I don't. Where's the crossover audience? I've never seen somebody that I know watches boxing talking about they're going to watch Grand Prix. So that part seemed a little out of touch to me. Anyway, I got to give my voice a rest. I'm out. Subscribe to the channel. Hopefully you guys enjoy the stream. I'll see y'all.